Okay, so have you ever gotten psyched for a barbecue, invited everyone over, and then bam, the weather just laughs in your face?
Oh, tell me about it. Nothing worse than having to ditch the grill and settle for soggy burger buns.
Right, but what if you could get those perfect grill marks and that smoky flavor all year round, rain or shine, right there in your kitchen?
Okay, now you've got my attention. What's the magic solution?
Well, that's what we're diving into today. We've got this super detailed review of the Tefal OptiGrill XL, and let me tell you, this thing is packed with tech.
Techie kitchen gadgets. I'm always a bit skeptical, but I'm willing to be impressed. What makes this one so special?
Just for starters, 9, count 'em, 9 automatic cooking programs. It even has a sensor that measures how thick your food is so it cooks everything perfectly.
Whoa, hold on, a thickness sensor. That's next level. My old grill just has like low, medium, and incinerate.
Yeah, this is not your grandpa's grill, that's for sure. It even has this LED indicator that basically walks you through the whole process. It's like having a personal chef glued to the side of the grill.
Okay, I'll admit that does sound pretty handy, especially for someone like me who's, well, let's just say I'm not winning any Grill Master awards anytime soon. But all those features aside, how does it actually cook?
Ah,
Can it really deliver those, like, mouth-watering results we dream of?
that's the million-dollar question, right? And based on this review, the answer seems to be a resounding yes.
Oh, really? Lay it on me. What makes this grill such a game changer?
Well, the reviewer raves about how it consistently churns out juicy, perfectly cooked food no matter what you throw at it. Steaks come out with those gorgeous sear marks.
Uh,
And they say the inside is always cooked evenly thanks to that whole precise temperature control thing we talked about.
okay, now that's what I like to hear. Even cooking is like the holy grail, especially when it comes to things like chicken. I don't know about you, but I've definitely had my fair share of dry chicken disasters on the grill.
Oh, for sure. But apparently this grill even nails chicken. The reviewer said it was always moist and flavorful, which is honestly kind of hard to believe.
All right, you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
But are we just talking about like subjective opinions here, or does this review actually back up these claims with some, hard evidence?
And get this, it's not just about burgers and steaks. This
Yeah.
grill can handle pretty much anything. The review was raving about how well it cooks fish.
Really? Now that's impressive. Fish is so delicate, it always seems to either stick to the grill or fall apart completely.
Right, it's like a culinary tightrope walk.
Yeah.
But the reviewer was saying how this two-fall grill cooks fish perfectly every time. No sticking, no falling apart, just nice, flaky, delicious fish.
Okay, you've definitely piqued my interest. So we've got perfectly cooked steaks, juicy chicken, and now flaky fish. This grill sounds like a miracle worker.
It really does, right? And it
Mhm.
doesn't stop there. Vegetables, paninis, you name it, this thing can handle it.
All right, but let's get real for a second. While I do love the idea of a grill that does all the thinking for me, sometimes I do enjoy getting a little creative in the kitchen. What about those times when I want to channel my inner grill master and go off script?
Totally get it. You're not going to want to be limited to just those preset programs all the time, right? So for those moments of culinary inspiration, this grill also has a manual mode.
Manual mode. So you're telling me I can actually take the reins and grill things my way?
Exactly. It's like having the best of both worlds, right?
Right.
You get the convenience of those automatic programs for everyday cooking, but you also have the freedom to experiment and fine-tune things to your liking.
That's awesome. So it's not just a one-trick pony. You can really use it for all sorts of cooking styles and preferences.
Precisely. But okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, cleanup. Because let's be honest, who actually enjoys scrubbing greasy grill grates?
Ugh. Don't even get me started. That's my least favorite part of grilling, hands down.
Right. But guess what? The review makes a huge deal about how easy this grill is to clean.
Okay, now that's music to my ears. What's the secret? Some magical self-cleaning technology.
Well, not exactly magic, but close. It turns out that both the grill plates and the drip tray are removable.
Okay, that's pretty standard, but still helpful.
Wait for it, they're also dishwasher safe. So no more battling caked on grease. You can just toss them in the dishwasher and call it a day.
All right, now you're talking. That's a game changer right there. I'm all about anything that makes my life easier in the kitchen. But at the end of the day, all these features don't mean much if the grill doesn't actually perform right. What are people saying about it? Are those glowing reviews for real? Or is it all just hype?
Well, that's the thing. This grill has a seriously impressive rating on Amazon. We're talking 4.7 stars with over 4,900 reviews.
Whoa, that's a lot of positive feedback. That's not just a fluke. That means people are actually loving this thing. What are they saying specifically? What are the big takeaways?
So we're talking about thousands of people who are genuinely impressed with this grill. It's not just a marketing gimmick. This thing seems to deliver.
It really does. And the best part is, it's not just one type of person raving about it.
Yeah.
You got everyone from newbie cooks to seasoned grill masters singing its praises.
So it's like user-friendly enough for beginners, but also powerful enough to impress the pros. That's a tough balance to strike.
Exactly. And they all seem to agree on a few key points. Number one, this grill just delivers when it comes to cooking quality. I mean, they're talking about perfectly seared steaks, juicy chicken, you name it. They're even getting those elusive, perfectly cooked vegetables, which, let's be honest, can be a real pain even on a regular grill.
Yeah, veggie grilling is an art form, for sure. And it sounds like this Tefal grill takes all the guesswork out of it.
Right. And people are also loving how easy it is to use. Those preset programs are a total game changer, especially for those nights when you just want to throw something on the grill without having to think too much.
It's like having a personal chef on speed dial. But even with all those glowing reviews, we've got to be realistic, right? There's got to be some downsides or at least things to consider before you run out and buy this thing.
You're absolutely right. No product is perfect.
Right.
And we've already touched on the fact that this grill is, well, pretty large. They don't call it the XL for nothing.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind, especially if you've got a smaller kitchen or a limited counter space.
Definitely. The review mentioned that some people found the size to be a bit much for their setup. So it's definitely worth measuring out your space before you commit.
Good point. And while those preset programs sound amazing for everyday cooking, we also talked about how they might not be ideal for everyone, right? Especially those who really love to experiment in the kitchen.
Precisely. If you're the kind of person who loves to tinker with different temperatures and cooking times, those preset programs might feel a bit limiting, like you're stuck with someone else's recipe instead of being able to freestyle it.
Yeah, it's all about finding the right tool for your cooking style, right?
Exactly. But even then, this grill does have that manual mode, so you're not completely restricted.
True, true. So it sounds like the Tefal OptiGrill XL has a lot going for it. Impressive tech, delicious results, ease of use, and even rave reviews. But like with any purchase, it's important to weigh the pros and cons and decide if it's the right fit for you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. At the end of the day, the best grill for you is the one that fits your needs, your lifestyle, and of course, your budget.
Absolutely. So there you have it, folks. Everything you need to know about the Tefal OptiGrill XL. Hopefully this deep dive has given you some food for thought.
Pun intended.
Maybe, maybe not. But seriously, happy grilling, everyone. And remember, whether you're a seasoned pro or a grilling newbie, the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the process.
Here, here. Now, if you'll excuse me, all this grill talk has made me seriously hungry.
Me too. Until next time, happy cooking.